Hello, welcome to part 3 and week 3 of the MKAL Diaries with me, Fran and Franny Do Makes. I am showing you my progress and vlogging the progress of my Mystery Knit Along by Stephen West, the Geogradients, and this is week 3. So I have just got home from work and parents' evening, and now I've had a look at the pattern and tried to figure out which direction we're going, and from what I can gather, so this is my clues 1 and 2 now complete. So there's my clue 1 in the middle, and here's my clue 2 on both sides. We got it. It's a bit hard to show. So with this long, I don't know what shape you would call it. So from what I can gather, we're going to be I-cord binding off this bit and then working like a sort of triangle off here, and then the other side the opposite. So I don't know how to, hang on, I did a little picture. Yeah, so it might be the other way around really, but so yeah, we're going to bind off one side and then create this kind of, I think that, so we'll have this kind of shape, which is like a sort of kite shape, rhombus, I suppose, parallelogram almost. So be interesting to see what other directions we'll go in clue 4. So what I think these sections are going to look like is that first part of the contrast blast socks, which was like zigzags, but obviously they're going to be changing colour. So I think that's kind of what it's going to be like, steps, because there's slip stitches and then stripes, but they seem to be slipped. I mean, I can't tell whether it's the same stitches that you slip in, but I think that's what you're doing anyway. On another note, I did get a little delivery today. So I'd had a look on Chapel View Crafts. Focusing. I get out of the way. Anyway, I'll link them, or I'll put them on screen anyway. I got a little mince pie stitch marker and an iced finger, which, if you're not from the UK, is like a sort of sweet bread roll with icing on top. Sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's white. I preferred a Thurston's, well, that's what it was called up here. Greg's it's now called, but it used to be called Thurston's up here. We used to have one on a Saturday morning. Well, I'll tell a lie, my sister used to get a nice finger, and I used to get a gingerbread man, but she doesn't do a gingerbread. Well, I think she does, but it's a bit Christmassy, and it doesn't have Smarties for eyes. So I went for the iced finger instead. So yes, I'm now going to have a look. Minnie is watching a YouTube video. She got a very, very good report from her teacher. She can't hear me. Mr. B is just out finishing off some work. You're in my dining room here, so it's where all the plants live. Not all of them, but the main hanging ones. This one is very temperamental. This one's going crazy, this one here. And there's my washing. You can see my bras. Nice. Right, so I'm going to go and watch the video and see if I'm right. And yes, I'll get back to you. All right, so I'll see you in a bit.
With yarn in front to create these with the yarn in back so that those floats occur to make a beautiful pattern. The floats occur on the right side of the fabric. So it might feel a little different from the previous slip stitch designs, but do exactly what's written in the instructions and this video and you'll be a-okay. Just focus on each row and get it set up. And we're going to use colors in the
Oh, hang on.
section.
Let me pause. I obviously didn't read the pattern very well. So it looks, oh sorry, you're all wonky. It looks like there's going to be some floats on the front instead of at the back. So it won't be like steps, will it? It'll be some kind of weird... I don't know. I can't picture it. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I'm going to get back to watching it.
It's really nice to have your ends all woven in when you knit this.
There's going to be lots of ends. We still do have to weave them in though, don't we? I can weave in Steve until my hair turns grey, but still.
Don't worry about the section numbers. You might have different sections in your shawl.
Zigzag slip. Okay, so I'm just watching the end. There he is. Getting excited. That's a really bad freeze frame. So that was not right at all. It's more of a triangle shape. I hope it is a triangle. I hope it is. I really hope it's a triangle. Anyway, so yeah, I've done my first repeat of the first colour. So yeah, looks like it's going to be quite meditative, I think. It's quite simple. Should be nice. Okay, I'm going to go. See you later. Talk to that bit there. Morning. What day is it?
It is Saturday.
Saturday morning. And we're going to go to B&M.
And get some
way.
Halloween
And look at some
decorations.
Halloween stuff.
Maybe get some.
What?
Maybe get some.
Yeah.
And I think on the week off, me and my mum will go and get a big backpack for me for going to school.
But right now, we're in the car and we're going to B&M.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we might go out for lunch, won't we?
I don't think we're going out for lunch, darling.
No.
But
No, when we go to town.
Yeah, when we go to town. Bye.
Bye.
Hello. So we went to B&M and Sainsbury's and there wasn't much in really, so we didn't get anything. So we've just had some lunch when we got back. I'm just having an hour, just doing some sewing. So I'm making an advent hanging. So these will be the pockets. I think I showed it on the podcast once that I bought it. So yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of sewing for an hour. Well, I've got some time. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I have been making my pockets for my little sewn advent calendar. So I've created all the box pleats and I've sewn down the top edges, and then they will be attached to this, and then there'll be some wadding and a back panel and then some ribbons to tie it together. So I'm not doing it all at once, that's enough. I'm getting a bit tired of it now. So just so you know, I'll just find the information. I purchased mine here from Nice Pom-Poms on Etsy, which is this here. And I've been watching some tutorials from Flying Bobbins Tutorials. This is her. And she shows you how to sew it.
Hello and welcome to Flying Bobbins.
There you go.
I'm Liz and today
So I'll try and so I will see if I can put them down below as well. Sorry, I'm yawning about a bit. It's not there. Oh no, that's no good, is it? I just have to hold on to you. Yeah. So I need to stop saying so. I've noticed that I do it all the time. Right now I'm going to tidy up a little bit and then go downstairs and maybe do some knitting, or what time is it? 3:30. I will go and do some knitting and then I will make some dinner and then I will watch Strictly and knit on my Strictly socks, which are nearly finished. Well, no, they're not. One is nearly finished. I've got to do the cuff on one of them. Okay, right then, so I'm going to go and tidy up. I've got thread all over my corduroy dungarees, and I will catch up with you later on, or maybe tomorrow. Bye! Good morning. I don't know why I'm saying that bright. Not feeling bright today. It's Monday morning. I've dropped Minnie off at school. Just making myself some porridge for breakfast, some apples and some cinnamon in. Feeling a bit autumnal after an autumnal breakfast. So I've not filmed much this weekend. I didn't get much done on the MKAL really. On Saturday I don't think I touched it until right at the last minute because, to be honest, I'm finding it quite boring, this glue. You can't do it and do other things at the same time. You've got to be paying attention and counting the fours all the time. It's just... And the fact that I know I've got to finish one side and then do the other side, it's just putting me off a little bit. So I did some sewing on Saturday, which I showed you, and yesterday, and I made some pumpkins. I'll show you those. Just literally for anything other to do. I mean, it's coming on now. I don't think I've got that much left to do because the rows are getting really short now. But it's just stripes, isn't it? It's just loads of stripes. And it's become a chore, do you know what I mean? It's not overly fun. I'm not enjoying it loads at the moment. Man, yesterday I put my audiobook on and I sat with that on and did like an hour and I got quite a bit done, so. But I can't, it's not TV knitting, I can't sit and watch TV and do other things, or if Minnie's running about doing stuff, I can't work on that at the same time. Which is hard when you've got a lot of knitting to do within a week, so. You know, we can't all just sit there, can we? Doing nothing all day. And anyway, you know, some of them have got jobs and kids and lives. Anyway, and I'm not that fast a knitter really, but we'll see. We can only get done what we can get done, can't we? It's not a race, like I said. But if I wasn't waiting for Clue 4, I think I would just put it down and not work on it. Because I feel like I need to get it done. I'm going to try and get it done. But, you know, I'd rather be working on socks or something else. I think I'm bored of the colours. I think that's what it is. Because it's just all one colour. It's all just green. It's just getting a bit boring. Anyway. You know, I might even put a little bit of golden syrup in my porridge today. Let's have a little bit of joy, shall we? Right, so this is done. I'll take you in the room and I'll show you the bits that I've done this weekend so you can see. Okay, bye. Hello again. Okay, so I'll show you where I'm at with everything. My MKAL is here and I am at this point here. I have done 7.5 of the pattern repeats, which means that I have got 1.5 of them left, so just half of this one and another of the 2 stripes. So I think you finish on the sea colour. I think that's where you finish. And then I'll have to pick up and do the other side, which is the bit that I'm not particularly looking forward to. It's all those stitches again. Now that it's getting shorter, I mean, it does reduce quite quickly. You know, it's quite a rapid decrease, really. It's every other row. Yeah. I'm just not overly loving the process of it, really. Have I done it right? Oh, it's that way, isn't it? That's why it looked wrong. There. And then it's off this side here. There's not much to do. I've just got to crack on and do it, that's all. And I'm not feeling like I really want to do it, which is the problem. But I will try my best to crack on with it. But like I said before, it's not easy to do when you're doing other things. You've got to really concentrate on it, I think. But c'est la vie, we'll get it done. I also finished my first Strictly sock, which I'll show you. I've not got a blocker with me, but so it's the Postman Flossy sock by Jewels from So Sweet Violet. So it has this twisted stitch all the way along the side. Her beanie toe, which has increases all the way around. A Godet heel there, and this. Now the only thing I'm not happy with really is the bind off. Like I would normally do an elastic bind off, but I've done Jenny's surprisingly stretchy one because that was in the pattern. I don't like it. I don't know whether it'll look better when it's blocked. And it's a little bit hard to get on, which makes you not, but that might be just because it's not a proper rib, it's this instead. And that might make it not as stretchy. I don't know whether to block this first one and then see when it's blocked. That's my Strictly sock. And I also, because I was sick of doing that MKAL, let me take that off, I made some little pumpkins. So this was my first one. This is using some, I haven't got the label, it's Yarn and Colours Epic. So it's a cotton, Aran weight cotton that I had in stash for doing amigurumis. The pattern or the tutorial was by Bella Coco, just on YouTube. I will try and link it down below. And then I made a second one, which is bigger. This was using some of this super chunky, I want to say that it's a Lion brand something. I obviously don't have the label. But yeah, and then I just made up the, there was a pattern I think for the stalk, but I just made it up. And then I did some like curly cues for some like leaves on this one. But yeah, it took me about half an hour to make. Super fun, super easy. Just single crochets or double crochets if you do the American terminology. Super fun. Yeah, I enjoyed doing those. Right then, I'm going to crack on with my cleaning up. I've got some washing in. I want to just have a dust. It's not overly messy down here. Well, to some people it would be, but for us it's not. There's a Sylvanian family house on the floor and a car, but that can stay there for a minute. But some of the surfaces need a little dust, so I'm going to go around and do that. And if I can get that done, I might listen to my audiobook while I do that. And then I'm meeting my friend for lunch about 11:30. It's 10:15. I might get half an hour in to do a couple of rows on that section. But if not, I'll pick it up and do it later if I get some jobs done this morning. Okay, well I better crack on. So I will see you later on and let you know how I've gone. Bye. Hello. Excuse my chicness today. I've just been doing some painting. So I've got paint in my hair and all sorts. Right, I am at, where am I at? Right, I've finished this side. So this side is completed. There. And I have started very small, this amount there. I don't think I'm going to get it done. I'm not racing to finish it. I want to finish my book, so I'd rather do that. Like yesterday, I was like, what time was it at? About 1. I had 3 hours, and I was like, oh, I'll do a bit of this, see if I can finish it, and I was about here. see if I can finish it before I go and watch Minnie's little dancing show at 4 o'clock. And then I was going to do an hour and then read my book for a bit and then finish it off. And I literally just got finished. It took me nearly 3 hours to do. So I'm not expecting to finish it because it just takes so long. Don't know why it's taking me so long. And then I do bits wrong and then I have to pull it back. And it's just not, it should be more intuitive than it is, I think. I'm just a bit sick of it now. I'm sick of striping all the time. I'm sick of having to repeat the same thing all the time. It's been very, very repetitive. Even though the individual sections have been different to each other, those sections have been very repetitive. And especially since I had to do the middle 3 times. And then this was fine doing this part, but then you had to do it again on the other side. And likewise with this. If I'd just had to do one of these and then something different, I don't think it would have been as bad. But because you're doing 2 of the same thing over and over, I don't know if I'll do another MKAL. I don't know if I'll do it again next year. I've not been enjoying it. And that's probably partly because of the beginning issues, and I mean that's my favourite bit about it, is that middle bit. We'll see what it's like when it's finished. Who knows what it's going to look like. I don't know, I don't want to wear it. If that's going to be right at the front. Dunno. We'll see. I don't know, it might not turn out as a triangle, might it? But my thoughts are that we're going to have a big border on the bottom. Maybe at the top. I mean, it is turning into a triangle, isn't it? It's just that bottom bit. I don't know. I don't like this big square in the middle. I mean, I like the design of it, but I don't like that it's a big square in the middle. I don't know. I'm not loving it anyway. So yeah, I'm going to try and finish my book because I've got literally this much of this book. That's the bit with all the breakfast bits on it. Yeah, so hopefully I can finish that, find out who the murderer is, and then I can crack on with some of this. Hello. I'm trying to remember what day it is. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday evening. I am home from work. I've just been sat drinking a cup of tea, doing some more work on the MKAL and watching lovely Ali Little Drops of Wonderful doing her Vlogtobers. I'm still got a way to go on this last section, but you're just going to be seeing more of the same. So I will probably edit this together and try and get it put up for tomorrow when the new clue comes out. Yeah. So I was thinking, I don't remember if I said on here or not, but if it's more stripes, I don't think I can bear it. I don't think I can bear more stripes. So if it is more stripes, I might have to get a bit creative and do some colour blocking or add some more of the fluff in, and just play about with it a little bit more. See what I can do, because I just don't want to do any more stripes. I'm so sick of cutting the yarn. Anyway, so yes, let's hope for better things for clue 4. And at least that's the last one, isn't it? And then we can have done with it. I've not enjoyed it this year. I don't know if I will do it next year or if I'm going to call it quits with this one. I don't know. I think if I'd not been vlogging it, I would have put it to one side and left it and not done it, but at least it's made me continue with it. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to going on to some different, moving on back to my other projects and picking up different colours that are not just green. Yeah, I think I would have liked it more if there'd been more colours involved. But I suppose that's my fault. I took it quite literally, the gradient, that it should be all one colour. I could have done it, you know, with different colours and getting darker in colour, but that's hindsight, isn't it? But yes, thank you for joining me on this week's vlogs. I hope you've enjoyed it a little bit more than me. I hope you've managed to keep up. Maybe you've gone off piste and done something different. Maybe you've given up altogether. Let me know. Let me know how you've been getting on or what you've been doing, or if you've just not bothered at all. I'd like to hear. So yes, take care of yourselves for the next week. Take care of each other, and I'll see you again next week or when I finish, maybe, for a final reveal and thoughts. And or I might do a vlog. I'll do a vlog and then when I finish, because I don't think I'll finish it in a week. I don't think so. Yeah. All right. So take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.